There is something harder than setting a boundary. Do you know that? That is letting people misunderstand you and not correcting them, not defending yourself, not writing the long message, not calling to clear the air, not fixing the narrative, just letting it sit. That is maturity. And I didn't learn that quickly. Let me tell you what used to happen when someone misunderstand me. I felt it in my chest, tight, heavy. I couldn't sleep. I would replay the conversation in my head. What if they think I'm wicked? What if they think I'm proud? What if they tell others? And before I knew it, I was drafting explanations in my mind because I wanted to control how I was seen. Not because I was wrong, but because I hated being misunderstood. But here is the truth I had to face. The need to be misunderstood by everyone is still a form of validation seeking. Breathe this in. You can set boundaries and still crave approval. When you start growing, three things happen. You become clearer, you become calmer, you become less available. And when you become less available, people create stories. She changed. She thinks she's better. She's acting different. And your instinct runs back to explain it, to fix it. But listen carefully. If someone builds a story about you without asking you, that story is not your responsibility. That line changed me. Let's break it down. Your brain wants safety. And for years, safety means being like. Safety means being understood, being accepted. So when someone misunderstands you, your body reacts like you're in danger. You feel anxious. You feel the urge to fix it. You want to restore harmony. But harmony built on self betrayal is not peace, it's performance. Breathe this in. There was a moment in my life when I chose silence instead of explanation. Someone assumed the worst about my decision, and I knew I could explain it. I had all the facts, all the reasons, all the evidence, but something in me said if they wanted clarity, they would have asked. So I didn't defend myself. It was uncomfortable, I won't lie. I felt exposed, but something powerful happened. I survived it. And that survival built strength. Here is the truth. Everyone will not see you correctly. Everyone will not interpret your growth fairly. Everyone will not understand your silence. And that's okay because clarity is offered, is not forced. If someone wants to understand you, they will ask. If they don't ask, they don't want clarity, they want control. Stop interrupting your peace to correct people. People who are comfortable with the version of you they have. Let it be. You have to stop over explaining. You have to allow discomfort when misunderstood. You got to stop chasing perception. Yesterday, we talked about level one. Stop over explaining. And today is the level two. Allow discomfort when misunderstood. Sit in it. Don't react. Just breathe through it. Breathe this in. You are allowed to be misunderstood. When you know who you are, you don't panic when someone mislabels you. Labels only hurt deeply when you are unsure of yourself. So instead of chasing perception, strengthen identity. Ask yourself, do I know my intention? Do I know my values? Did I act with integrity? If yes, rest. That is it. Let me speak to you. You are not weak because you care what people think. You are human. But growth means this. You stop letting what people think control your behavior. There is difference. Caring is normal. Obeying their opinion is optional. Some people will misunderstand you on purpose because understanding you will require them to admit they benefited from your old weakness, and that's uncomfortable. So they protect their ego by protecting their story. You cannot fight ego with explanation. It doesn't work. Silence is stronger. Next time you hear she's changed, smile. Yes, that's the point. Next time someone assumes your intention, don't rush to defend. Ask yourself, is this correction necessary or is my ego just uncomfortable? Sometimes correction is needed, sometimes silence is power. Learn the difference. That is emotional intelligence. When I stopped correcting every misunderstanding, something shifted. I had more energy. I had more clarity. I had more peace because I wasn't carrying other people's stories about me. I let them own it. That freedom is heavy at first, but light in the long run. You cannot evolve and be fully understood by people committed to your old version. You will lose approval, but you will gain alignment. Choose alignment every time. Now, listen carefully. There is a danger here. When you detach from explaining, when you let people misunderstand you, there is a risk. You might become cold. You might build walls. You might shut down completely. And that's not healing. That's protection turning into isolation. Tomorrow, we'll go there. Day 10. Detach without becoming cold. Because strength should not steal your softness. And we are not becoming bitter. We are becoming free. Be ready.